Oh, that's a really noisy little thing, isn't it?
Yeah, he was. It's amazing.
It's just a rock line down in the meadow out there. Our next conga line is the Fountain Paint Pot Trail. Holy crap, the car up beside me just left. That would have been a lot easier if I'd waited 3 or 4 minutes. That is sweet right there. Yep, it's a conga line. La cucaracha, la cucaracha. Our journey west continues as we take in the Geyser Basin of Yellowstone National Park, which includes personal lessons on geothermal activity, the fact that we don't have limitless off-grid power in our base camp, and maybe most importantly, expectation control when it comes to crowded national parks. Without that, well, it blows.
Good morning. We're all packed up from this campsite, getting ready to go to another one.
Today we're heading to a dry camping spot that's close to Old Faithful. That's what Lynn calls me. Old Faithful. That's right. And we're going to head over there. We're glad you're part of our journey. Let's get started. There's a little baby bison out there. That's pretty cool. That was good. We have seen them. So we're not jaded, but I think what happens when you get in a national park like this, first day, you do exactly what they're doing. You stop and look at everything. The second day, you're looking for a broad range of things, but you're looking for more specific things, you know, that you haven't seen yet. And then by the third or fourth day, you're like, well, I've seen bison. I'm not even going to slow down for that. But if those were grizzlies, I would slow down. And if they were moose, we'd get out and take some pictures, you know. So
but we do have the trailer behind us, so it's not as easy for us to pull off the side of the road.
It is not today.
We have to be more cautious.
So we have to make sure it's something we really want to see. But it seems to me that's the way we are anyway. I don't know if that's the way you guys are when you're traveling a park like this, but you know, it doesn't mean that we don't think it's all beautiful. It's just now all of a sudden we haven't seen a moose and we haven't seen a wolf. Those are the things we really have our eyes out for. Don't you, Maggie? Looking for a moose and a wolf. You can go woof. Oh, I know. She's the sweetest. Grand Loop Road is like this great big circle that goes through Yellowstone with the Norris Canyon.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Norris Canyon Road.
What she said. You can take it, and it turns the big loop into almost a figure 8. We haven't been on the Norris Canyon Road yet, so we're going to turn our little guide service on and see what we see there.
Actually benefit from fire. We think burnt forests look ugly. To the spring. Please only park in the designated area.
A little bit of time to kill, so we found a parking spot on the side of the road. And one of the cool little stops here is a thermal area called Beryl Springs. Really beautiful blue water, and wow, that's really noisy little thing, isn't it?
Yeah, he was. It's amazing.
That was a short trip to get over here to Madison Campground, just a little over an hour, and we made one little stop. They let us in a little bit before 12 o'clock. We're all set up. We have a pull-through site, and everything looks good. This is probably more our kind of campground than, well, the last one we were at. But I tell you what, the more we've done this, the more we realize that everything has benefits. So we're out walking Maggie now, letting her do her little smell the campground thing and leave a few messages, and then we'll rest for a while, and then we're going to go see Old Faithful. Wow.
Nice, isn't that pretty?
This is what's visible from the campground. You can just walk right over here, and there's a picnic area, benches. Wow. I love campgrounds like this. It's so cool. Having a place like that we'll be able to go hike without having to even leave the park. That's just That's just awesome. And it's a good thing. It's really quiet here. It's peaceful. These lodgepole pines, really cool too. We learned a lot about those riding back over here. For example, there's usually if you look on them, there's usually no limbs going up until 20 or 30 feet. And they're the only pines that are here that regenerate whenever there's a fire. They drop their pine cones, and most of them try to germinate that same season. But some of them, they drop are coated with the substance that only becomes able to grow whenever there's a fire and it reaches a certain temperature. So when all the trees burn down, they're actually set up to regenerate when fire swoops through here. It's a really cool thing, and these things are so majestic, and there's so many of them. And the reason they're called lodgepole pines is the natives that were here before anybody else showed up used to make their teepees and their lodges with these pines because they're so straight. And here's one of those little pine cones. It's pretty neat to learn that.
It's a nice little evening outing.
Was to come to Old Faithful.
Yeah.
It's a great time to come though.
It is. Not very
The
crowded.
next one will be after the sun sets, and this one was not very crowded at all.
Not at all.
We got here maybe 30 minutes earlier than we thought we needed to, and it actually it actually happened like 15 minutes earlier than it was supposed to. So we were glad we got there a little early.
Yeah.
Staying in Madison's a good idea because we're only about 20 minutes away from here, from our campsite.
We went into the Old Faithful Inn, and it's beautiful. You need to check that out if you come here for sure.
Yeah, what was the guide said that you need to do that because
you just need to do that.
You just need to do it. We had actually said, well, one of these days we're going to come back and just actually stay in the inn.
That would be awesome.
So, pets aren't allowed, so won't be able to do that anytime soon.
That's right.
One of these days.
That's okay.
We're going to head back now and see our
little pup dog.
Let's do. Need proof that this is a good time to come? I bet there aren't 50 cars in the parking lot as we're leaving. This place would be a zoo at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Nothing wrong with zoos either, though, I guess. Our last day in Yellowstone.
I know. What are we going to do?
That's up to you. You're the cruise director. I'm just a video.
It's Geyser Day today.
It's Geyser Day. Yeah, I think we're going to. The Grand Prismatic, I think, is on the list, and really want to see a moose. But the view from the campground here, man, Madison, it's right here. Look at this. This is the view from the campground. Wow. The little Magdalene can't go out there, but we figured we could bring her to this point and then let her walk back to there, and she'll think she's going on a little bit of a hike. Yep, see there? She's like happy now.
It's a beautiful day.
It is.
Yeah, hope we'll get some solar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we just met Mike and Brenda with their storyteller, and believe it or not, we've seen them now in 3 of the places we've been in, and they're really nice from Austin. And you know what? Their ability to recreate power with their alternator and all the battery power they've got stored in their storyteller it makes us envious, because we've got plenty of battery. We can live a long time on the 810 amp hours, but what we're finding is 600 watts of solar is not enough to regenerate the power that we use in one day, so that it's not constantly always just dropping a little bit and you're worried about getting down to zero. I guess missing that second alternator, that's something that's a compromise. It doesn't mean we're going to go back to something that has it, but it really does come in handy when you can just drive to go look at a geyser and replenish your batteries like they're doing right now. I think we're just about ready to leave Maggie here and go join the crowds and explore all the area, the Geyser Basin area. Out here in your bed, buddy? You are taking your nap? I know, you're gonna have a long time to take a nap. I'm really sorry. Can't tell you the number of times we've left the RV and not turned the water pump or the inverter off. There's no sense having it on and sucking power while we're gone, so I made me a little note here. We don't have any sticky notes yet, but that'll work for now. Did you turn off the water pump and the inverter? Water pump's easy. Yep. Inverter's not so easy with our version of the software, but we got inverting, the switch, but I've got it off. And before we leave, 59% right now. We have learned that everything with the battery powered and living off of that remotely like this is a juggling act. The way we're doing this is we have a freezer in the truck and we keep it running with a jackery, and we keep the jackery charged whenever we drive. As Lynn just said, for now. But here's the freezer, and we keep a lot of our food for our diet in here, and that works out well. We keep him running, but then he's connected to the DC outlet of the jackery, and the jackery is actually connected to the 12-volt adapter for the Tundra. So like right now, as we drive around for most of this afternoon, we'll be able to add to the 46% charge on the jackery so that we'll get a little bit more time with the refrigerator without having to spend anything from the RV. At least that's the way it's working right now. I wish we didn't have to do that, but it works for us for now. Our last day here in Yellowstone. Let's go explore and see some of the things you have on the list. First place we're going to stop is what?
I don't know what the name of it is. Something Pots. Painter's Pots.
Yeah, we have this tour that this guy tells us all the things we should go to. We literally are going to head that direction and turn that tour on, and when he says to park, we're going to park and go hike.
Yep.
And is a worthwhile stop.
This is going to be a day where I have to learn to be patient because I do not like crowds, and it's our last day. We need to make the most of it, which means we're going to do some things when it's a little more crowded, like this hike.
Hear it.
Little Alka-Seltzer fix it. So we just met another couple here that said, is it worth the walk? What would you tell them?
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. So it's a short walk, and a lot of pretty colors, a lot of pots boiling, and making some soup.
Yeah. And if It is a loop trail, so once you get there, if you make the choice to go left or right, you lose a lot of the people that just walk out to the end too, so that's a good thing. So we made it back to the truck, on to the next stop. Just a short drive from the Painter's Pots. It's Gibbon Falls, a ribbon fall that you need to stop and see if you're here. Much different hike than the one we just did. This is more or less just a paved boardwalk out to the viewing area where you can see the falls.
That's what a lot of it is, I think.
Walk over here and see. Everybody seems to stop right there. Leave it to us to keep going though, to see what else there is to see.
Let's see if I can see it from over here.
Yeah. And all these cliffs, we keep hoping to see a mountain goat, or a longhorn sheep.
Yeah, longhorn sheep. Not a mountain goat.
Yeah, not a mountain goat, but a longhorn sheep. But
you knew what I meant.
I knew what you meant. I speak Lulu. This is the life here. This is the life. Look at that shot right there. That's the picture through the trees. Wow, it's a totally different view from here. All right. Next stop. Here, let's go. It's the Glen Prismatic. Well, here's another little side trip. Firehole Canyon Road. It's a one-way road that goes up about 2 miles, and it's the only place in the park that you can actually swim. Not sure we're going to do that, but we're going to take it up and see what we see.
Who came through this area. The steam from the geyser basins further upstream, like around Old Faithful, gave the appearance of smoke rising from the river. Just around this bend is parking for Firehole Falls. Let's stop for a moment and take a picture or two, and then we can continue on.
Usually if there's wildlife, there's a backup of traffic, but you see something out there. It might be something lying down in the meadow out there. It's just a rock lying down in the meadow out there. Our next conga line is the Fountain Paint Pot Trail. We get to see each different type of geyser that exists in Yellowstone. And like luck would have it, we just got here just as the big Yellowstone big bus arrived. So it'd be tempting to keep going, but we're not going to. We're going to stick it out. We're going to see this.
Change shirts on me.
Can't find me now, can you? Yep, it's a conga line. La cucaracha, sure is crowded on this trail. La cucaracha. This is crazy as hell. Very enjoyable stop, and let me give you a pro tip from a non-pro. Things we've learned doing this. If you can tell which way most of the people are walking, if they're walking counterclockwise on something that's a loop, if you go clockwise against them, you're always going to be running into something. So what we've learned is if we can walk a little bit faster and get ahead of the biggest crowd, we'll find a gap like right now. We've had this much room on this trail almost the entire time, and as long as you don't let that big group behind you from that bus pass you, It's a pretty enjoyable time to be out here, and this is so pretty. So we came back and set out for a bit and enjoyed the warm afternoon, and I'm cooking dinner on the Blackstone, and then we'll head back out again. We have vegetables that came out of the freezer, and we have blackened mahi. Not much blackening going on. And we have brown rice. And we have a happy pup dog because we're home. And she was just found out she's going to go with us when we go out later tonight to go to the Grand Prismatic Trail. She can't walk on it. She'll have a good time just hanging out the window. I did. Took my boggin off. So we've eaten dinner, we've cleaned up, we've rested a few minutes, and now we have maybe 30 minutes before sunset. We're going to take a little ride out and see if we can take the boardwalk area.
An hour.
An hour? Okay, so we have an hour before sunset.
Yeah.
We're going to do the Grand Prismatic Loop Trail. Get some pictures of that. And look who's getting to hang out the window. So we made it to the Midway Geyser Basin. We're down here getting ready to go across the river, walk up through there. The Grand Prismatic is the one at the very top.
Life's a coat of many colors. It is never black and white. Can't have one without the other. The dark without the light. In the summer we were lovers. With the flame our hearts would burn, a flame the autumn would smother, and leave this heart to yearn forever blue, forever blue. I'm putting on the show for the world to see. No one will ever know that without you I'm forever blue. No more waking up early just to watch you sleep. We turn a blind eye to worry, but such times we'll never keep. I found a new smile this morning that doesn't come out as a frown. A smile to wear while performing, and to hide the tears of this clown.
Just lay over here and just sleep and rest until the very last minute.
You just
Come on.
watching? You just watching?
Let's head off to the Grand Teton National Park. Ready?
Hoppy.
It's only about a 2-hour drive. Won't be long.
Come on, let's hop up. Uh-oh.
Won't be much of a nap either for you. And a hop, hop, hop.
Hop up.
Hop, hop, hop. Hop, hop. Good girl. Everything when you travel is better if it serves more than one purpose. So, this is Maggie's outdoor bed, and she loves it. This is Dishy, and this is where Dishy rides. Just like that.
Let's see. You got Maggie here all over you. Okay.
Well, this place,
Yeah.
as special as we thought it was going to be, so much to do here, just such a great national treasure. The very first national park, it's taken us this long to come
get
here. Glad we came?
Yeah. I am so glad we came, but it is so big. It's hard to feel like you do it justice.
Pictures and video just they don't even come close. I mean, even when we look at it the night when we get back, it just doesn't come close to showing you what it feels like and smells like and looks like to be in this. It's going to forever be something that we look back on and say, when we traveled, yep, we went to Alaska, but
We went to Yellowstone.
we did. It's a special place that we think you need to make room in your itinerary to come here and explore on your own, and we hope you do. We're glad you're part of our journey, and we're glad you stick with us as we do all of these trips.
And we hope you join us next week as we head on to the Grand Tetons.